I want you to put yourself in the shoes of someone who doesn't have the cachet of Scott Belsky, okay? Because at one point you didn't.
That's easy. Yeah.
Well, at one point you didn't, right? There's an intimidation factor, right? You look up to someone and you want to find them, you want to seek them. You don't want to impose too much, but you want to ask them for help. What's the right way to go about finding a mentor? And then I'd like to talk a little bit about how do you keep that relationship kindled?
I think it's important to remind yourself that everyone's super busy and has preoccupations, and and someone that seems like they've made it and they would be a great mentor probably has a whole other suite of things that they're now worried about and up at night thinking about and whatever else, and so mentorship comes out of relationships. So when you just reach out to someone and say, "I want a coffee," it's basically saying, "I want you to blindly give me your time," and it's. I don't know, I always am torn about it, because on the one hand, I like giving back, but how much time do I actually have? And I also feel like my responsibility is to use my time towards the things I can make the most impact in. And oftentimes those are talking to larger groups or working on projects that I think need to see the light of day, and not filling my day up with coffees with people I don't know. So I'm torn, It's a good question. I think that it starts with making it both ways. Actually, one of my kind of mentors who I most recently met went to visit, he was saying to me that, because I was thanking him for his time, and he was like, no, like this is exactly what I'm going through too, but at a different level of my life. And so there was this parallel that I felt. In some ways, he was saying, this is why I'm giving you the time, because actually
he needed it.
I need it too, is what he was telling me. And so it's great to find people like that. And there have been people that have reached out to me, that have sort of said, I'm going through a career transition right now, debating this, investor versus operator versus founder versus CEO, and I'm thinking, I actually think about that as well. Like I'm kind of tearing there as well, and I want a conversation around that. So I think you want, like all relationships, to be, especially in business, to be mutually beneficial. And I think you want to pose that. And also just asking a question. Like sometimes someone will ask me, send a random email, and I don't even know the person, but they'll pose like a specific question, like 2 or 3 sentences of where they're at right now, and then a specific question, and I'll just answer it.
Nice.
So
it's not a formalized mentor-mentee relationship.
Yeah, they're not asking for an hour of my time, but they're saying, like, listen, like, if you were deciding between this job and just this job, like, Scott, what kind of questions would you be thinking about? And I'll say, like, this is what I would be doing, and if it's helpful, great. Took me 5 minutes in a taxi or an Uber,